I've been away 10 years. No one knew anything. No one knew anything about me, and I'd been used to. I didn't have a Learjet, by the way. I would just fly commercial then. I come back and try to find my place. You know, where do you belong? And I had all this big jewellery, and I would take it to jewellers but that's where you take it, to jewellers, and they like look at it and go, well, what is it? It's not engagement rings, is it? It's not pearls. It's not rubies. What is it? And no one really knew where to put it. So I used to just design a collection, make it, get back on the plane, fly back to California, sell it, come back again. And I did this for years. I did backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was quite a good living, you know. And I think probably when was this? This is like 20-something years ago, whatever. I remember that long ago, American Airlines sent me a letter. It said, "Congratulations, you've flown 1 million miles." And I thought, blimey, the moon's only 1/3 of 1 million miles away. That's a long way. I've got about 5 million miles now, but anyway, there was 1 million miles, and it's all going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And I think it was to anyone that you told, it seemed quite glamorous. It's a bit like, you know, well, every 6 weeks I'm in California, but after like 8 or 10 years, it just becomes routine. And there was this one particular air hostess, whatever you call them, and she started to show me pictures of her grandchildren, and I thought, well, this is all wrong, isn't it, really? I mean, you're supposed to join the Mile High Club with these people. You're not supposed to show you pictures of their grandchildren. And then I noticed that they were they had their stilettos on when they started, and as soon as they'd taken off, they put their sneakers on, and they did all shit. And so anyway, whatever, I was losing it a bit. And to be quite honest, I didn't really have a foot in either camp. No one really knew much about me in England. I wasn't even attempting to sell much stuff. And in California, I was very sort of specifically selling to this sort of group, this group around Santa Barbara. So then my wife and one of my really good friends, a guy called Alex Sepkus, who's an amazing jeweller in America, and they're like, "Steve, you know, you've got to kind of promote your name. You've got to get out there. You've got to kind of do something that just puts your name out there." So I just signed up to the show in Las Vegas, and I did it with my brother, and it was quite funny actually, because my wife, about 8 months before, she said to me, "I'm pregnant." I said, "Oh, that's exciting." And we looked at the calendar and said, "Oh, blimey, look at that. It's due right in the middle of that Las Vegas show you've just signed up to." So I said, "Oh, yeah, you know what, I didn't think about it." So 3 days before the show, she went into the hospital to be induced, and nothing happens, which is a really weird thing to do. You go into a hospital and you come back out again, just the two of you. And so she said, "Don't worry, you go. Because, you know, anything could happen. It's only a week." Well, you know, I'm in Vegas. I've been there 2 days, and I get a phone call saying you've got a daughter. So I've never been forgiven for that, to be quite honest. Because I could have been anywhere. If I'd have been in Croydon, people would go, "Ah, yeah, well, whatever, you poor sod." But when you say you're in Las Vegas, they just go, "All right, yeah, okay." So